We on.
Good evening, Mr. Corey Marshall.
Good evening, Mr. Jolly Tola.
I like how you said. You know what? I don't even know what I was about to say with that. Leave me alone. Good to see you.
You like how I say your name?
It was weird. I don't know if y'all know Corey Marshall's voice. Like, this ain't your real voice, and it did something to me.
I don't know what it did, but I'm never gonna do that voice again. It's just
I'm just almost playing.
whatever, yo.
Good to see you, brother.
Yo, good to see you
It's been like
too, bro.
2 weeks. It's been a long time.
Jeez, yo, it has been 2 weeks.
A long
That's
time
crazy.
since I see you.
Yeah.
You've been on the road. Weather been
We
crazy.
both been busy, man. Yeah, the weather has been not cooperative.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
It's just acting up, man, all over the place. So
Yeah, this weather would never win the citizenship award.
no, it went not perfect attendance either. You know, it's just bad.
Yeah, it's definitely being detention. Yo, did you see the there's this meme going on Facebook
Okay.
or probably on Twitter too of this girl dressed up like Princess Elsa from Frozen, and she gets locked up by the police talking about, all right, we're tired of the snow. We're gonna
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
I thought it was cute.
it was. That's exactly the best way to describe it. It was cute.
Yeah, what I'm gonna say is hilarious, but
Yeah.
I mean it's cute. I mean I've watched Frozen with some kids.
You haven't seen Frozen yet?
Let me finish that. I watched Frozen with some kids that are related to me by blood.
That's probably.
I don't know if that helps.
You just pick them up in your black van.
I watched it with my nieces.
Did you pick them up in your little black van and watch it there too?
I watched Frozen with my niece. Yeah, dude. But for real, it's good to see you in person, man. I follow you on Twitter. I follow you on Facebook. And I enjoy reading all your posts and updates.
We stay in contact with each other, man. You know, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. First off, I want to say, well, that's not the first off, but second off, I want to say happy birthday on the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You
Thank
just
you,
had
sir.
a birthday, man. What was the date?
February 21st.
February
was my
21st.
birthday.
Never forget it. How would I say? What was the
221.
date?
221.
February 21st. I will never forget it. Yeah. So, yeah, the birthday, man. Congratulations and living another year. I wish you many, 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 many more birthdays and much prosperity.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
That's what I wish too for me.
At least we're on the same page.
And I think the Bible says when two people are in agreement, then it'll come to fruition. I don't know. I could be misquoting the Bible.
I think the Bible says when two people are talking at a table, it's good stuff, right? And it's gonna happen. Yeah, that's exactly what it
Something
says.
like that. It's in the New J version.
That's the OTP version. That's the off the pad version of the Bible. When it is two or free, I said two or free.
You know what? We should do that.
The OTP version of the Bible?
Well,
or scriptures, OTP version?
we should just do an OTP Bible. I don't want to disrespect the Holy Bible and like try to change it to OTP and make fun of it.
We'll do an
But we
OTP
can do an
translation.
OTP Bible.
No,
No.
it's an OTP translation. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a King James translation. There's a New Living Translation. There's a Living Word translation. We can have an OTP translation.
Okay.
Yeah, we can have an OTP translation of the Bible. That'll be interesting.
Coming soon to a Christian
First of
store
all,
near you.
yeah, I'm not going to spend my whole life trying to translate it, though. That's for sure. We could probably certain scriptures, maybe.
Yeah, just right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no way.
Yeah.
That's. I don't even think that'll be wise or worth.
It might be. I don't know.
I'm gonna stop talking.
I mean, you know, it could be the OTP version of the Bible that you find at hotels and stuff. Like you better not do what you're doing.
I don't want that in my Bible in hotels. Not at all.
That is weird too. How they have like Bibles in every single hotel room.
It's weird, but I don't. Yeah, I'm just not gonna talk about it. It is weird.
I don't know. Like if you think about it, like that's like the only thing that every hotel has in common.
You know what I read? I read something about tips on being careful about like menus in your hotel room. They're talking about like pizza.
What do you mean?
They were talking about like pizza place menus,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, that's a scam that people do. They put fake pizza menus, so when you call in to order pizza and you give your credit card, yeah. But then I'm like,
that doesn't work out.
I was like, why? How are there fake pizza menus in your hotel room? Like, who's putting these pizza menus in the hotel room
and keeping them there?
Right.
And who's not getting a pizza and not reporting it? You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a pizza. I'll let it slide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's a concern. Like, hey, I ordered a pizza. I'm going to call you back.
I mean, to me, that immediately points to the cleanup crew. Because it's like, all right, you come in there. If you notice something that isn't supposed to be in there, you're supposed to remove it. Either that or you're planting the fake pizza menus.
Yeah.
So how do the cleanup crew not get...
Well, in a lot of their defense, a lot of them may not be able to understand written English. You know what I'm saying? So they already know if something is, doesn't belong.
Well, then to me, then that goes to the hotel management. They should have a checklist for every cleanup crew. Hey, this is what belongs in this hotel room.
Here's again.
The Bible, the phone book.
Maybe they don't understand written English. So if you give
them what a pizza looks like.
If you give them a checklist with what's supposed to be in the room, I don't think they're going to be able to read the checklist correctly.
Make it a picture checklist.
A picture checklist.
If you're
a picture chart.
If you're hiring people who don't speak any English, then you should need to have. maybe I don't speak it.
Speaking the English, then maybe the Semitic got something. I don't know.
Yeah, but that should maybe I don't like that. I didn't understand the article and how people do that. It's like,
but just be mindful of that next time you order pizza from a hotel.
The suggestion was to...
You should also be careful of Bibles in hotels that have pizza menus in them. That's suspicious.
They're tricky.
Yeah, when you start praying, the pizza guy steals prayers or something.
Yeah, this is...
That was dumb, but...
In the New Testament, there's Pizza chapter 2. the apostle of pepperoni. Like, I don't know. here's the book of sausage.
The book of sausage. Book of anchovies.
I have a salmon sermon. Yeah. That's stupid.
It's just Jesus fed the multitude with a slice of pizza. It's
just he broke pepperoni amongst. If he really wanted to have a Last Supper, it definitely would have been 2 topping. Yeah. That one bread, that one, not enough.
I don't know what we're talking about. We're just going on.
This introduction has went way off course.
Almost sidetracked.
But I like it. So let's make the next piece of the introduction really quick. My name is Ayatollah.
Oh, shoot, we haven't given our names yet. This is Corey Marshall.
Check out my website.
You're listening to Off the Pad podcast first.
Jayetoller.com, JAYETOLLER.com. Find me on social media under my name, Jayetoller. Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Instagram.
And you can catch me at MICKEYMOUSE. This is Corey Marshall.
He just said Mickey Mouse, just in case you guys didn't put that together.
For all of our non-understanding English listeners.
I thought you were going to say non-literate, and I was going to say it's illiterate. but okay.
Corey Marshall. You can find me online at IamCoreyMarshall.com. Thank you for all the our lunar listeners on the moon. To our new listeners, this is an OTP. Thank y'all for tuning in. Keep listening. We appreciate you joining us. And we hope that you pass on the podcast, man. We've been getting some good numbers, man. I appreciate each listener. So
make sure you follow Off the Pad too, not just us individually. We promoting ourselves, but this is Off the Pad. Mm-hmm. So check out Off the Pad on Twitter, like the page on Facebook, shoot us emails about any comments, any things you got to say. There you go, Off the Pad.
Word. And if you're ever in town live. Could
you be in town dead?
Yeah. If you're ever dead and you're in town and you want to see our show, but you can't.
Right before the pearly gates.
This week, Thursday.
Check in the book of pepperoni. We talk about. I'll teach you about your salvation. That's stupid.
I was going to think of a verse, but I can't think of a verse. Chapter 2, verse.
I don't know.
Chapter 1, Slice 2.
He who believes in pepperoni shall not be perished.
Should not be hungry.
There you go. Good way to finish that. Yeah. I love pork, by the way. But anyway, what are you about to say? If you're in town,
if you know anybody that lives in Hartford, Connecticut, or near Hartford, Connecticut, this Thursday I'm gonna be in Hartford, Connecticut at the Hartford Funny Bone with comedian Rodman. We got shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come check us out. If you hit me up online, maybe I'll give you some tickets to that show. So that's one of the bonus and benefits of listening to the podcast. Boom.
Word up. This week, I'm part of the RVA Comedy Festival that's happening here in Richmond, obviously. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people understand RVA, but there we go. Richmond, Virginia. The Comedy Festival takes place Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7 o'clock shows at the Capitol Ale House in downtown Richmond.
Cool. I'm glad they got a comedy festival back here, man. That's awesome.
I appreciate you just putting it together. Matter of fact, let me shout him out real quick. A big OTP shout to Peter Kaufman. Okay. It's his name, Peter Kaufman.
Oh, Peter put that together?
Peter did.
That's what's up. He's doing his thing.
Yeah. I'm glad to be a part of something like this, and I hopefully this creates a more frequent thing. We haven't had a comedy festival of this magnitude in a while. Yeah. So for him to put it together, 7 o'clock shows every day. I'm part of the Saturday show. You can go to the website RVA Festival of the Laugh and get your tickets there.
Boom.
Also, March 12th through the 15th here at Richmond Funny Bone, I'll be hosting for Tommy Davidson.
Boom.
He's coming to town. So if y'all don't hear the podcast next week when I promote it, you're hearing it now.
There
March 12th through the 15th. There you go.
Rock it. We got some good dates. Make sure you keep track of us and keep supporting, man. We appreciate y'all, for real.
Now to the funny.
Let's do it. Off the pad.
Greetings again. Welcome to Season 2 of Off the Pad Podcast. The podcast serving you non-stop funny without interruption. Now sit back, relax, clock out, and get ready for the best moments of your day.
Yo, this comedian Rod, man, and you rolling, you listening, you in the zone with my man, Jaye Tola and Corey Marsha. Off the Pad, baddest podcast on this side of the universe. You heard it from me, right, man? I'm out.
Thank you to the following people for providing today's topics: Cameron Gilbert, Anna Menace, Michelle Boss Lady Robinson, Haley Celentano, and a few more suggesters who didn't want their names announced. Now, without further ado, I present to you two of the funniest, flyest, freshest soul brothers around, Jaye Tola and Corey Marshall.
Ha!
Yeah, I don't know. That was like Ninja Bill Cosby or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but welcome to the discussion portion of Off the Pad, baby.
No, this is...
Hold on. Welcome to the topic portion of Off the Pad, baby.
We back, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? We had to change batteries. This should be like a battery delivery service.
There should be a battery delivery service?
Yeah, like this should be a company that, like Battery Plus should start delivering batteries. You know how much money they would get if they added that service? I doubt if they
get a lot of money.
They would, because how many times have you been in a situation where you need batteries and you didn't have any?
What if you need the battery on your phone? You can't call them to bring you a battery. It's like, oh, man, well, let me send them an email, but then your battery in your laptop dies.
Well, that's an extreme circumstance. That's an extreme circumstance. But so they should have some company to deliver you batteries whenever needed, because we could definitely use it right now.
Yeah.
But let's get on with the topics.
Yeah, let's do that.
Round 1. Speed topics. What's the proper penalty for stealing another comic's jokes?
That's a crime.
Is it? You know, I tried to look up can you copyright jokes and all that. It's like every response I saw when I was researching was like, that's like the toughest thing to do. Like you can't, it's hard to copyright a joke.
Well, you can copyright a joke.
Okay. I don't know what I was reading. It's hard.
Anything. You can get anything copyrighted.
It's hard to protect it.
Yeah, okay. It's different.
In a court, if you try to sue a person for stealing a joke, it's like it's hard to prove that they couldn't have come up with the same or similar joke.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's hard to prove.
There are several times where I thought, oh man, I thought of this joke and I thought it was like super funny, and then I heard another comedian who I have no idea who they are. They would have never heard me anywhere, and they said something that's like 90% of what I said, and then it's like, oh okay, well this must have been just an easy topic. Maybe that's my failure as a comedian. Either that, or my punchline was so typical that someone else came up with something just. So it's like, all right, well if I had tried to quote unquote copyright that joke and then protect it and be like, oh, he stole my joke, it wouldn't be valid because he didn't take my joke. He just had the same joke.
Understood. Yeah, I think that's like the hard part with comedy too. Is just like, especially when you hear like common topics, like another comedian is definitely going to have that topic. You know what I'm saying? And then so a lot of times we take what comes naturally when you hear the topic. Oh well, such and such is the first punchline that comes to mind. And the danger with that is if it came to your mind first, it probably came to somebody else's mind just as well. So you're gonna have the same punchline.
But the question goes, what's the proper penalty? So assuming we could prove you stole someone's joke, what's the proper penalty? I
think first you need to be called out on it in public.
Okay.
Like wherever you told the joke, everybody there needs to know that you stole that joke. Wherever you told the joke at, there need to be an announcement saying which joke did you take and who'd you take it from in front of the people you told the joke to.
Okay. That's light. Like, because I was gonna go like the first thing, you should take their tongue. Like you should be able to. You shouldn't be able to speak.
Well, you know, maybe like, if it was medieval times, you could do
offender.
That. You could like just chop the tongue off, whatever.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't mind if you ask me can you use a joke, can you tell a joke, and I might then at that point I have a decision. You can take that joke, and I wouldn't ask to be paid. It's like, oh yeah, you can have that joke, and it's like, but that's just the respect that you come to me. Oh man, I like the joke. Let me try that. I'm gonna say it, or I wouldn't mind you coming to me asking me something like that. But if you just take a joke, and I know you took my joke, I want your tongue. Like I want. You
want your tongue.
That does sound weird.
I want your tongue. You take my joke, boy. I want your tongue.
I ain't say it like that. But
hey, this has to describe what outfits we got on today.
my outfit is dope.
Somebody has on a pink shirt. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I wore pink today to work. I had this pink T-shirt on.
I'm not against pink. I'm just saying.
To my primary job. I'll say that. I have to wear a suit at my primary job, and I had a pink T-shirt on with a white dress shirt with a pink and gray tie on top. It looked good.
Okay. I'm trying to think like why.
And now I just have why? Because I'm not afraid to wear pink.
I'm not saying you're afraid to wear pink. I know that, but I'm saying why have the white shirt on top of the pink shirt?
Because it's a pink T-shirt. There's a white dress shirt on top.
So the pink will come through the shirt, you're saying, a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Because I had a pink and gray tie. I wanted to wear that pink and gray tie.
Like an accent. I got you. All right.
Yeah, it looked good together.
I was like, what's the point of wearing a colored T-shirt when you can't see underneath it?
I have a green shirt and a white overshirt and a pink and gray tie. I don't match. I match when I dress.
No, I'm just saying I wasn't expecting a T-shirt to come through the dress shirt.
It's a white shirt.
Colors. So, I mean, you need a higher cotton count. What are you talking about? Higher thread count. Your shirt. Stop buying cheap white shirts. You won't be able to see.
Walmart.
You won't be able to see underneath a shirt what color T-shirt you have on. That should be the penalty for stealing somebody's joke. You need to stand in front of the room in a pink T-shirt and a low thread count in your shirt. I'm teasing.
Shirts don't go by thread counts. That's like bed sheets.
I know. But they do, though.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fashion dude.
Most fashion, they do keep
I
thread
just like
counts
to
and
dress
stuff.
to match colors.
Yeah.
maybe a thicker overshirt,
Gotcha.
a thicker dress shirt. I don't know, whatever. But it's a white shirt. I think all white shirt. And you can't have a white shirt that you don't see what's underneath.
You can.
I've never seen it. I've never seen a white anything where you couldn't see the color if the color was colorful. If you have like a white dress or white dress shirt and you have like a white t-shirt, you can't see that.
All right.
Or if you have like black, you probably couldn't tell. Or if you have like body color, tone color, whatever you call that color, when it like matches your body, it's hard to tell that. But if you have on a white dress or dress shirt and you have like blue or green or red or yellow, you see that. I don't care what kind of thickness you have in the white top.
Okay.
You see it.
Not necessarily. Have you ever seen
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
All right. Have you ever seen
Why you taking so long?
white pants? Have you ever seen white pants?
Yes, I've seen white pants.
Okay. Have you ever seen somebody's socks underneath their pants?
Okay. No.
All right. You know.
Is it because they didn't wear socks?
Have you seen
No,
Have you seen a baker? Like when bakers wear white, sometimes you don't see what they have underneath their clothes. Have you seen a white winter coat? I don't know what they have underneath that white winter
Have you
coat.
seen a white dress or a dress shirt where you couldn't see under it? Stop giving me these things that are irrelevant.
I have white shirts, but that you can't see underneath.
Do you have white shirts that you have green shirts under it and you can't see the green?
Well, I don't wear a green shirt underneath a white shirt, first of all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I have a pink shirt on because you can see it.
Exactly.
Because if it's the top, you don't have super thick tops. You don't have.
I do have. First of all, I do. Yeah, like you've been through my drawers. I mean, well,
hold on now. Where do we
my
just
wardrobe.
make this
Yeah, like you've been through my wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I do have white shirts that you can't see through.
Corey,
What color shirt underneath?
do you have
Do I have?
a denim dress shirt? A white denim
I do
dress
not
shirt?
have a denim dress shirt.
So don't ask me about if I can see somebody's socks when they have on white denim
I
jeans.
didn't say did it say
That's what
denim
you
jeans. I
you
said
said
white
jeans.
pants. I said white pants.
Maybe you did. But I imagine denim.
I have a pair of white slacks that you cannot see through.
I don't believe you.
All right. Well, I'm not trying to convince you.
If you wear some Superman underwear on under those white slacks, I bet I could see. I'm not gonna look. So I guess we'll never figure this out.
Well, first of all, I'm not going to wear Superman underwear. So
I'm gonna have to get a girl to look because I just feel uncomfortable. This will be a bet that'll never be unsettled. I mean, never be settled.
being settled. All right. I like the first one, but I got you.
Whatever.
You can't see through all white materials, first of all.
What was the topic, Corey?
A lot of materials you can, but you can't see through all of them.
We've gotten off course somewhere.
I think we've solved the topic. You said cut his tongue out. I say let him stand in front of the people and let it be known what joke he told to the crowd and who did he steal it from.
There
I
you
think
go.
that's the penalty fit the crime.
There you go.
Boom.
And if you start stealing jokes in sign language, cut his hands.
Okay, that's extreme.
Like
that'll work.
whatever he's doing to steal a joke, you take that away from him.
But that's like a limited audience. I would be upset if I went to a comedy show and the guy's telling his jokes in sign language. How do you heckle him? You know, throw something at him so he catch it.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I want to go to the next topic.
Wave at him.
I'm about to say something mean.
Boom.
But it's not like the deaf people can hear us.
Should there be more nudity in movies?
Sounds like a person who's really horny.
To be honest, I'm sick of
Can I
seeing
say
nudity
that? I
on
don't know if I
television.
should say that. Sick of seeing nudity.
I'm sick of seeing nudity on television.
How dare you?
It gets on my nerves. I hate it. It's stupid.
Okay. So I disagree, and I disagree, and I disagree.
It's a waste of time.
I also disagree.
Well, all right.
The more you talk,
maybe
the
I
more,
need to
the more
explain,
you're going to
you know what I'm
disagree.
saying? Because sometimes I think the nudity is unnecessary to the story or to the television show. It's dumb. Like you can get through a great plot without having nudity in it, and
I disagree.
it's stupid. It's dumb sometimes, and I think they added in there because it's like we have to have a nude scene. We got to have a nude scene, Every action movie, you gotta have the hero have sex with a woman. She has to be nude. There has to be a nude lady because that's what people want to see. It doesn't have to be. You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree.
What's wrong with action?
Now I disagree.
It's dumb. It's too predictable, and it gets in the way of the story. We don't have to see a love scene to know that somebody made love. I don't have to see a naked lady to know that she's naked. Don't show that to me. Just get on with the story. Keep the movie on.
You don't have to see a naked lady.
I'm not down with nudity in movies.
So what, she's have a sign that says I'm naked in front of her clothes, like she doesn't have
something.
to be.
Yes, exactly. I have like little black burnt.
This is a sex scene. Just have that written on the chart.
Something. Yeah.
Without showing it.
But you don't have to show it. Just get on with the show. Get on with the movie. It's just time consuming to me. I promote nudity in real life, and there's be more nudity in real life, but not in movies.
So reality shows.
Not even reality. In reality
the
life.
Real Housewives.
Reality life, I'm a fan, but not nudity in shows.
You know, here's the thing. Over in like Europe and Asia, like they have.
You say Malaysia?
I said Europe and Asia.
Oh, but I say
nobody knows
where Malaysia. Matter of fact, it would make sense that clothes would be missing in Malaysia.
That they have like their commercials. They have nudity on like regular channels.
Yeah, very racy commercials too, yo.
Yeah.
Like, the
just
Skittles commercials. I've seen like a lot of Skittles commercials that are like a whole lot of innuendos. Well, not even innuendos. How like people actually doing acts.
You seen that Sprite commercial?
The Sprite is what I probably meant to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who tasting rainbows. But
yeah. And they have the explosion of the bottle, kind of just.
Yeah. That was a Sprite commercial. And that was real racy, but it was banned like here, obviously. But
yeah, I don't know how that could be an option to even show.
But they have nudity in like regular TV so much that it's not a thing anymore.
Understood.
And it's the same way like with alcohol in some countries where there is no age limit. So drinking isn't a thing in those places. So if you can drink as soon as 13, when they're 15, it's not like they're sneaking stuff or they have to do anything.
Understood.
Countries where marijuana is legalized, it's not like it's a thing. It's whatever. So the only reason why nudity is such a big thing here in America is because it's not like it's not common. It's not as common or as shown, as displayed as in regular TV and in regular commercials in other places.
And the thing here is why. In America, whenever there's nudity, it's always associated with sexuality. And that's why it's uncomfortable.
Okay, I follow.
If it was just nudity, that's a whole different story. Like, that's why I think my argument I could have argued it better if it was unnecessary nudity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting tired of saying sex on television all the time. It's unnecessary. You don't have to have it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's necessary, if a nude scene is necessary, like if you want to show the vulnerability of somebody in artistic form and they have to be nude, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it makes sense with the story. But don't just put it in there because you got to add a naked lady in it. That's just stupid.
Okay.
I hate that.
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. And it's easier to enjoy watching it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, this is part of the story. I don't feel uncomfortable. I'm following the story. I don't have to be sideswiped by a boob. Oh, where'd that boob come from? Oh, just for laughs and giggles. But I hate it.
I hear you. And I'm digressing from my disagreement. Not saying I'm totally in agreement.
Also, another point. You remember the movie Swordfish? With Halle Berry scene?
Of course I remember. Are you kidding me?
Unnecessary scene.
No, that was absolutely not unnecessary.
Unnecessary scene.
Okay, so hold on. Here's the thing. Like you just touched the nerve right there. So
unnecessary scene.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. And specifically
of all the things that happen in that movie.
Specifically to Swordfish, the thing about that is it's Halle Berry, dude.
Okay.
Anytime she gets naked is necessary.
She wasn't naked. It was just her
it was her boobs. You kidding me? Yes, that is perfect. Her boobs are majestic.
It was unnecessary. It had
shut up. You hurt my feelings. If it was another actress, then it would have been unnecessary. And it would have why is this in the movie? I understand that. But any other actress, but not Halle Berry. Anytime if she has on a shirt, it's necessary. If she has off a shirt, it's not. Anytime Halle Berry's in the movie, whatever happens is necessary. So don't you ever say that again out of your mouth.
I apologize.
Thank you. Because we were about to shut those TV down with those kind of comments.
But it was still necessary.
I hate you.
What's the deal with cougars?
That's like half of my followers right there. Cougars.
Did you know that I didn't know this until recently, and maybe this speaks to my ignorance, but cougars are the same thing as pumas, the animal.
Like a puma is a cougar?
Yes.
Is it based off of region?
No, a puma isn't an animal. How can I put it?
Puma isn't an animal. Oh, it's a sneaker.
The puma is the scientific abbreviation for cougar.
Well, first of all, it's not an abbreviation.
Shorthand. Well,
is it of a longer word like the puma mantis species?
Yes.
Okay.
A cougar is the puma. Yeah, it's something like that. The cougar is a Pumanetius bricterus. Y'all can Google that. Shut up. We're not scientists or biologists or whatever field studies that. But it's like Pumanurus subdivisus.
We're not pumologists.
Yeah, but they shorten it to puma for short instead of saying Pumanurus. But it's not. But that's not even the name of the animal in regular term.
Okay,
It's
so
the scientific
cougar.
Cougar is what it is. So
Okay,
I'm
so
just FYI
so
about
cougar
that.
falls under the puma species.
That's
like
what it is.
like we're like the human race.
Yeah, human is Homo sapien. There's not a different Homo sapien.
Yeah, so human is short for Homo sapien. Well, it's Homo sapien, right? Human.
Yes.
So puma is short for Pumacean race, Pumacean species.
Well, think about it like this: human is to Homo sapien, as cougar is to Pumariferous.
No, that's wrong.
That's correct.
No, I think that's incorrect.
I don't care what you think. I'm telling you what.
That doesn't make sense because you said the cougar. Wait, puma. You said human is the Homo sapiens.
Yes.
All right. What else falls under Homo sapiens besides humans?
Nothing.
Exactly. So you can't say cougars fall under, because cougars can fall under Puma sapiens because the other cats that fall under the Puma sapiens.
But there isn't.
There is.
That's my point. There is not.
There is.
There's only cougar.
No, there are other. Look, let's look at this right now. See, there is cat. Cat comes under. I'm making this up.
Yeah, because cat doesn't come under puma. Nothing.
I know. I'm just trying to think of a cat that would have.
Nothing. Lion.
Panther.
Panther's not a puma.
Is a pumasaurus. It is.
No, panther has its own scientific term.
And what is that?
It's panther. It's panthera. It's panthera otitis.
Well, there are other cats that come under the Pumaceous species.
But there isn't. That's my point. The only way the way that it would really relate is if Homo sapien had a certain term to, let's say, Homo.
Okay.
then homos would be human.
But homos are not human.
So what are they? Don't answer that. Homos would be human, just like Pumasaurus are pumas, but they're not a species in a too regular term. It's cougar. Nobody goes around and say, "Hey, I want to be part of all the Homo sapien kind." We say humankind, and just like you don't say Pumasaurus kind, you say cougar kind.
All right. So you're saying there's no other cat under the Pumaplex?
Correct. Only cougar. Cougar equals Pumasaurus.
That just doesn't make any sense. And
you can Google that. You can look that up.
We don't have time to Google it. But if I knew this topic was coming up, I would have Googled Puma statistics and then see what comes underneath the Pumaplex to see what cougar falls in.
Anyway, we only got a few seconds left or a couple minutes left to talk about cougars. What you got to say about cougars? The half your population, that what you say? The half your fan base?
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
Dating your neighbor.
The first white girl I kissed. I hate to start it like that. She was my neighbor.
Hold on, wait. This is have like a buffer before you come into a topic like that. 1 second. Let me tell my story first, and then you can come in with your lead, with your headline. Come in with your headline. I don't think I can date a neighbor. I've had crushes on neighbors, but I don't think I had a serious romantic relationship with a neighbor. There will be complications. Like if we was to break up, we'd still be neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. That would be hard. I wouldn't mind. I would have to be like in love with this neighbor. Like it'd have to be like, yo, this is it. Like this is who I'm gonna be with. But I don't think I could just date her just because it's a girlfriend living next door. I don't think so.
I could absolutely date somebody next door.
Okay.
Just because I don't think I have a bad track record of relationship breakups. Like my
So you're saying
relationship break. I don't know. That's what you said. You said you think it'd be hard. To me, it wouldn't be hard. If we stop talking, then all right. Then I'll see you when you checking your mail. Like it wouldn't. I don't break up unamicably. I don't know if that's the word. Every breakup has been amicable.
Are we worried about words now? Because the Pomasian species, but we should have been concerned about proper words and definitions and stuff.
Whatever.
Applicable. That's
we
fine.
don't
It'll
have
pass.
Amicable.
Amicable.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you just said.
Applicable.
But amicable.
Yeah.
All my
Mine was a present tense.
breakups have been amicable.
Mm.
So I don't see why I couldn't date a neighbor, and then if things don't work out, then we'd still be cool. Yo, can I borrow your lawnmower? It'd be fine.
Yeah, that's odd having an apartment person asking you for your lawnmower.
Oh, I'm saying if I live in the house.
Okay, I got you. It's like, is lawnmower short for drugs? Like, what are you asking me? Hey, can I use your lawnmower?
The first white girl I kissed.
Okay.
Was a neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
She was 8. She lived next door to me. Well, she didn't live there. Her parents lived next door. She lived in the house.
Like, she has a lot going on. You got to bring a lot to that table. You know what I'm saying? Besides building blocks. Like, I have my own apartment. What do you have? I got these action figures. Okay.
Well, we were play wrestling.
I hope not real wrestling.
Outside.
Jumped off the top turnbuckle and caved the head in. Said, now kiss me, white girl.
DDT is real. We were wrestling on the ground, and we saw her dad.
As opposed to something else.
Like, not in the house.
I got you. You're outside wrestling on the ground.
Yeah, and her dad came out, and he was kissing his girlfriend. This wasn't her mom.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like just tonguing her down on the porch, and we were just sitting there watching. Now, I was pinning her. I had her pinned down, and we looked over and see her dad just like tonguing his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Ooh, kiss me." And I word. And I just went down and kissed her, and it was the sloppiest. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
Okay.
But, and we never talked about it after that.
Yeah, I would think that'll bring up scars. There'd be a lot of.
How would that be scars? Kissing me is pleasant. You better ask.
No, all right.
My girlfriend.
First of all, let's do this. Let's backtrack the story just a little bit. You
Yeah.
say this 8-year-old girl lived next door.
Yes.
Okay, so with her parents.
Yes.
Okay.
With her dad.
With her dad. All right. So I was thinking that she lived with her mother and her father.
Oh, that's why you said it would be scars. Okay.
Yeah, and then her father is outside kissing his girlfriend, who wasn't her mother. Because you said it wasn't her mother.
No, her mother died.
Oh, okay. But also, here's the thing. So this is a white family.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was hood though.
He was okay. So he was a white family. A white hood
I mean,
guy.
it wasn't white family. He wasn't hood like he talked. Hood.
So he was outside.
He was hip. Let me say he was hip.
He was outside. He was just outside.
Yes.
And his daughter was wrestling a black man in the other yard. Right?
Yes.
Just wrestling and fighting, and he's just ignoring it and kissing his girlfriend. And then his daughter says to the black guy who's wrestling her, "Ooh, just kiss me."
Yes.
And then so this black guy, this black 8-year-old, gives his daughter a sloppy, wet kiss on the ground while choking her. It's just, I see why you all don't talk about this story. And I see why she would want to forget it. It's just,
Oh, that's funny.
I have a dream.
One day we'd all be friends.
And parents would pay attention just a little bit, just a little bit more.
Yeah. That's all I got about the neighbor talk.
That's it.
Next topic.
Yeah.
Camping.
I hate it.
I'm not a fan of camping. Well, hold up. I take that back. I don't mind camping. I just don't like the bugs that comes with camping.
Did you steal my answer?
I don't know. 'Cause
y'all have heard my fear of bugs.
we
Everybody
all
on
know
this-
Jai Tola can't stand bugs.
I'm afraid of bugs.
Yeah.
It's not that I can't stand them. I fear them.
He has a
I'm
phobia.
not afraid to admit. Yeah, I have a bug phobia. I don't know what the scientific term. I have puma bug phobia.
Insectophobia.
That sounds correct.
But it's wrong. But
that
this
sounds
podcast
really
is a
good.
definition podcast, so he has insectophobia.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, that's my reason for hating camping. Have you been camping?
I've been camping. I've been camping a couple times.
A couple times, but you hate it.
Yeah.
So how does that work? How do you keep doing something that you hate? That's the dumbest thing in the world.
Well,
I'm not calling you dumb. I'm sorry the way
that's
that
the
came
most
out.
stupid, idiotic thing in the United States of America. Anybody does that is dumb. Well, first of all, I don't camp anymore. I went camping a couple times. And
So you
I
didn't
don't-
hate it then?
I mean, it was against my will. Well,
What?
see,
It was against your will.
I was kidnapped.
You got forced to camp?
Actually, yes, it was Cub Scouts. So I'd be a part of Cub Scouts, so we went camping.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
and
cute, Corey.
And I didn't like being out there with the bugs and stuff like that. I didn't like getting dirty. You know what I'm saying? I hated it. But I think I can appreciate it now. Because the only reason I would like camping is because I could see like trying to learn survival skills. That's the only reason why I would appreciate it. Learning how to survive in those conditions. Other than that, not for fun.
Did you do real camping?
Real camping?
Like tent outside
Yeah.
on the ground?
Yeah.
Use the bathroom in the dirt and not a facility?
To
No
be honest,
showers?
I can't remember how I used the bathroom, but I know there was no like facility there.
Okay. So I've been camping once.
Mm-hmm.
I guess kind of against my will too. If that's how you want to put it. We had to build white denim jeans.
And white hoods. There's white material you can't see through.
I've been camping once in the 9th grade. It was required for the school I went to, and
School did you go to? Hunger Games school? Camping is a requirement here.
and I absolutely hated it because it was real camping. It was 6 days, so we were sleeping on the ground in tents that we had to build ourselves or put
You
together.
had to build tents?
Put together.
Okay.
Put together. We bought tents.
And knitting?
Right. Yeah. We bought the tents.
Mm.
And we had to set them up ourselves. But
Okay.
no showers for 6 days. We didn't have to hunt. They brought like
McDonald's and Domino's pizza and stuff.
absolutely not. They were
Okay.
like Vienna sausage, the
Canned stuff.
non-perishable, right?
I got you.
Um,
Staple crap.
But we had to use the bathrooms in the woods, like
Okay.
number 1 and number 2. Like we had to dig holes.
Hence bathroom in woods.
And,
Gotcha.
Yeah, we did have toilet paper though. They did bring toilet paper, but obviously we had to leave the toilet paper there.
What you mean you had to leave toilet paper there?
Well, we had to put it in the hole with the stuff.
I don't understand.
We had to build a hole. We had to poop in the hole.
And then put
We
the
used
toilet
the
paper in
toilet-
the hole?
Yeah, and bury it.
Yeah,
Well,
but you said we had to leave toilet paper with the stuff. So they brought your toilet paper and had to leave it with this. I don't understand.
Well, maybe it was unnecessary for me
I
to
think
say.
you gave me too much information that I had to process that didn't make sense. You used the bathroom
Yeah,
and you wipe with the toilet paper that they gave you
yeah,
and put it in a hole.
yeah.
All right, I already knew that.
I said it might be unnecessary to have.
Yeah,
to
yeah, all
mention
right.
that.
But you said we had to leave it there. I'm just like, okay, I got you. Understood.
Yeah, I was just saying because there's nowhere to flush. Obviously, we're pooping in the dirt hole.
Understood.
Yeah, but I like the food though. I love bonfire.
Well, I mean,
roasting.
I'm not trying to be funny, but never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say it's probably the only chance you got to eat. Growing up poor. My fault. I didn't mean to harm.
Yo, dude, that's funny.
All right.
That's mean, but that's funny. I was not that poor. Leave me
Just
alone.
making sure. Survival skills, you know.
Hairy leggings.
I don't know if that's real or not. I did see a picture.
Then it must be real. At least one pair.
Everything that the internet says is real.
At least one pair.
It's like to deter. It says to deter perverts.
Tell me, what? Explain what it is. Like, what is it?
Leggings that are stitched with massive amounts of
Hair.
of long hair.
To make it look
hair.
they make it look like the person has hairy legs.
It makes it look like what you would consider a hairy man's hairy legs. Not
Yeah.
even like a hairy woman's legs, because hairy woman is still like they don't compare to
To a
hairy man.
Yeah.
But these are leggings for women that are stitched with what looks like a hairy man's legs. It's disgusting.
It does look quite disgusting.
I think it deters. So it says it deters perverts, and I'm like, well, you can't distinguish perverts from regular, genuine guys.
Well, hold up. What do you mean it deters perverts? What?
That's what the marketing scheme said. It said wear these pants to prevent perverts.
Well, perverts are perverts for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I think that will attract another kind of pervert.
I agree. Right.
If you, I think
I
you're asking.
love hairy legs.
Matter of fact, like that might set somebody over the edge.
You got the bush.
I mean, I think that's just inciting something else ridiculous to happen. Like if you're out in public, it is this guy that's like, oh man, those hairy legs. I gotta have them hairy legs right now.
The chia pet. Victoria's chia pet.
Chia
secret.
chest. Chia chest.
Oh man, yeah, but the legs. I mean, the leggings. They do look. They're nothing. I'll be attracted.
I would stare still because I'd be like, I can't believe this is real. Like, I'll be staring at those legs even more.
They make them look like they make them look like they fit your body.
Mm-hmm.
So
But the
they don't
leggings.
make them look like your leggings. I'm saying they make them. They're like pantyhosey.
Yeah,
They're like pantyhosey.
mm-hmm. That's a word.
So that you're not supposed to know that they're leggings. Like they make it look like the girl is actually that hairy. I'll be upset if I see like a beautiful girl with that. I'd be like, I'd probably go try to chop her legs off. Like I just want your torso. I want you at your torso. I want your belly up because this is ridiculous.
How do you wash them? Or do you have to shampoo them?
Ha, that's funny.
I don't know. How do you take care of them?
Yeah, that's a good. I like where you're going with that.
Yeah. And do they come in different colors with different body hair? Like, do they have burgundy? Do they have
How would you start
blonde?
off? How would you start off with burgundy?
Because obviously they have black, but if you have burgundy hair,
Yeah, but who has burgundy, natural burgundy hair?
people that have burgundy hair, redheads.
But you came up with burgundy. I can understand red.
Well, I couldn't think
Matter
of
of fact,
red.
I don't even
but-
think red. You seen people with red hair on their legs?
Well, first
I've
of
never
all, I
seen
haven't
that.
seen too many women with an overwhelming amount of hair where I recognize the hair color. first of all. But if they're gonna have hair on the legs, you might as well have the hair that matches the top of your head. So
That doesn't happen.
Well, neither does hair in that amount on legs.
That does happen, but
No, it doesn't. Not for a female. Not that much. That was a lot of hair. That's excessive. That's like Sasquatch.
dude, I've seen some chicks with some super hairy legs.
I have too, but not to like that amount.
All right. If they let them
Not
grow,
that amount.
if they let it grow, I bet you can get. I've seen, man. There's some people that I know that they have like their If I were to grow
Females?
my mustache and let them grow their mustache, and 4 weeks they would have a thicker mustache than what I would have.
I think hair will stop growing when it gets to a certain point.
I don't know if that makes me less of a man or her more of a man, but I know her mustache would be twice
hair.
the size of my mustache if we were to start it from the same place and grow at the same time.
I don't mind a woman with a little bit of hair on her lip.
Yeah, we talk about
I did
that.
say a little bit of hair on her lip.
Yeah,
I said a little bit.
I mind, but
A little
but the hairy leg pantyhosey leggings thing, that is out of control. And if I ever see, well, I'm not gonna say I would. I would want to chop her legs off if I seen it. I'm like, yo, you need to, or give her a nice shave. I want to shave to like her bone.
Mm-hmm.
Like this cannot regrow.
I would just wear pants.
Yeah, she's restricted. She cannot wear a dress. That is forbidden.
Well, they're not real. First of all, you're acting like they're her real legs.
Okay.
So she's wearing. First of all, she's wearing them for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like she's wearing them for a reason.
Well, I think that's stupid too.
Yeah.
She's deterring.
You're still drawing attention to your legs, regardless.
She's deterring perverts and gentlemen's.
Gentlemen's delivers.
and good guys with that. You don't get any kind of guy. You could, if we go on a blind date and you just tell me
You're attracting creeps.
I wore these pants just because I didn't want other guys talking to me. These are my real legs. He. Good to meet you, J.A. I'd still like, yo, this is it. Just because.
It's not that attractive, but I don't know. I would still stare, and I know you're gonna attract something other than what you want, but it's gonna be counterproductive.
You can get a random monkey coming in and trying to do something to your butt.
That's extreme, but okay.
That's where
We get the
monkeys
picture,
go.
Jay. Next topic.
Round 2. Discussion topics. Coffee bean poop.
That sounds something I don't want in my cup. That's for sure.
First of all, I don't drink coffee.
So, I don't think I'm going to start drinking coffee.
Yeah, this doesn't
after
help.
this topic.
This doesn't help. Yeah, I remember reading about
I did hear
this
something
coffee
about
bean
something.
poop. It was an Asian palm civet or something that I read. I think it's called a civet.
Mm-hmm.
And it was saying that you eat the civet eats coffee berries.
You're saying the animal is called the civet? That's the animal?
Yes.
All right, is that
Don't
under,
quote me. I think so.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, that fall under the civetigen species. I got you.
it's related to the Puma virus. Whatever. Like,
Puma virus.
I don't know what it is.
Or the poo-poo virus.
The human Pumalova virus. That'd be
That's
funny.
a disgusting animal, first of all. I'm not eating anything that comes from that animal.
Yeah, I think it's called a civet if I remember correctly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's or civet. I don't know.
Savasive.
Right.
Pass the Savasive.
And if I remember correctly, it eats coffee berries. It eats coffee.
Coffee
beans.
berries.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Beans.
telling you.
Aren't they beans? They're not berries, though.
It was. I remember reading coffee berries.
Okay, I didn't know coffee berries were a thing, but this is
I
new
don't know
to me.
what it is.
All right, I understood. We're following the
They
story.
eat coffee beans, berries, and then they poop it.
Mhm.
They poop, and it keeps the shape. The coffee bean keeps the shape, and that's what people take, and they make coffee with it.
All right. First question.
Don't ask me.
Why?
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
think they get rid of the caffeine or something. I think it's less. I think that's what it was. It's less caffeine in the pooped out coffee bean than when it went in the civet.
all right. So this is the way to decaffeinate coffee beans.
Feed it to civets.
Feed it to these animals, and it passes through their system. And then once their system uses the caffeine, it poops out the leftover coffee bean, which
I don't know that the
has
body.
been decaffeinated.
Yes.
And they take the defecated coffee beans,
Yes.
defecated, and maybe that's what they mean by caffeinated, defecated. You know what I'm saying?
They misspelled.
Yeah. Like, do you want it defecated or caffeinated?
I don't know that the civets use caffeine.
Matter of fact, I think we're on to something.
That could be it.
Decaffeinated is defecated.
Yes, they sound one and the same according to this poop coffee bean stuff.
Yeah, so that goes to all the
That
coffee
happened.
drinkers out there. You don't want no decaffeinated coffee beans.
What it made me think about is because I didn't see about any other animal when I read the story. I'm trying to remember correctly. I believe it was only just that animal, and it was like, well, how do you know that it's just this animal?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you feed it to like a wombat?
Well,
why didn't you feed it to a femur?
Well, I know there was an issue going on with like rats at one time. It might have been
They
Brazil.
were feeding coffee beans to rats.
It might have been in Brazil. Yeah, and it was like rat poop or something like that. Rat poop beans or something.
Okay, so was that good or bad?
But well, it's not good to me. I don't know. I mean, but it was a thing at one time. But I really don't remember why. I just remember hearing about it. But this makes sense. But you telling the story about the civet, how the reason they do it is because it decaffeinates the beans, and I guess it makes it like a luxurious coffee or something like that because it went through this natural process of decaffeinating.
But then what's the point of coffee if it doesn't have caffeine? I thought the people. I don't drink coffee, so I thought that the people.
Well, it could be the flavor, and I mean, it could be the flavor. I don't know. I'm not a coffee drinker.
Or what's wrong with the unnatural decaffeinization? Is that a word?
Well, first of all, this process could be a whole lot cheaper than buying machines and stuff like that. I mean, hey, if you get,
I see what
you know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying, and it's natural. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on in
Yeah,
society
poop is natural.
to where people
Like, that's
don't
not
want
a question.
stuff that's processed by machines. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all added stuff in there. I mean, I guess that's like a best sales pitch. You know what I'm saying? If you're a company and you have cocoa beans, right?
I did not want my cocoa beans going through a poop.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that's the
poopy
process.
civet.
I'm not going. All right, let's just say you're a coffee manufacturer, and you want to market your coffee to the public, and I come to you, if me and another company have ideas on how. All right, this is company one. All right, sir. All right, sir. I have a way to decaffeinate your coffee beans.
I would love to hear what you got, sir, because I would love for a better way to decaffeinate my coffee beans.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We do have this large plant, and it's a massive plant in this massive land with over 100 workers in this place. And what happens is we take all these beans and we put it into this machine where it's processed for 3 days, and then our workers come and then they take it out the machine and then they purge it within this purifier purger, and then after that we have some more workers come in, you know, over a short time, and we let the beans sit for a couple of days, probably 7 days or so, and then we take half of those beans and we put it into another processing plant, which we ship with like trucks and things like that. And then so that's what happens. And then so the whole process, it probably costs a couple $1 million, you know what I'm saying? But it is worth it. You're going to have these decaffeinated coffee beans to sell to your people. And this is a company too. Yeah, we got a process, costs a couple of dollars, probably like $5. I take some coffee beans, I put it in the processor, and it comes out in 3 days, and then it's decaffeinated.
And it's $5 versus
$5 versus $1 billion. It's a low overhead. It's one employee. Well, two. It's two employees actually. Well, three. Some guy has to clean, the janitor. But other than that, it's pretty cheap.
Is it safe?
Yeah. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt. You're gonna go with company two.
Okay.
And it's a natural process. It's all natural. No machines, no oil, no additives at all. So I can understand, but I'm not a fan. I wouldn't drink it.
Well, I guess at that point, just don't let me know where these coffee beans.
Yeah, and I think that's where the company comes in. Well, okay, well, don't tell us your process anymore. Don't give us any more. Matter of fact, we're going to burn these documents. And we're going to call it a civet, but it's a monkey. No, it's a civet. And And we're going to have this event in capital letters so that people think it stands for something, but it doesn't. It's just a monkey.
Civet is not a monkey.
What is it?
Civet is, I don't know. But it's not a monkey.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of anything. It's probably nothing that it has to be. I'm just guessing. It's probably something that lives in trees.
I don't know.
Because it has to eat the cocoa beans.
They don't eat cocoa beans. They eat coffee beans.
Coffee beans? Ooh, cocoa beans. What are you saying? Oh, well, all right, I see what you're saying. Coffee bean, yeah, all right. Well, they have to eat those coffee beans. So I'm assuming it's something that's...
Yeah, they live in trees. I don't know if they live in trees or if they just climb trees and they live on the ground.
If they eat coffee beans, I'm assuming it has to be something that is used to eating coffee beans. So I'm assuming it's something that can climb a tree. So it's not on 4 legs. So it probably has like 2 legs and 2
What are you talking
arms.
about? Squirrels can climb trees. They got 4 legs.
No, squirrels have 2 legs and like 2 funny shaped arms. Those aren't really legs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like arms.
But they don't walk. They don't walk on the hind.
They can. They stand up and they can do stuff.
They can't
can walk on their 2 legs.
Not like monkeys.
Yes, they can. Squirrels can actually do that.
Not as long as monkeys can.
What will you say as long? And a monkey can't do it as long as a man can.
I'm saying they can't do it like monkeys. Squirrels can't walk on their hind legs like monkeys can walk.
Yeah, because they're not monkeys. They're
monkeys
squirrels.
Don't have hind legs. That's the point. Monkeys have legs and arms. Squirrels have 4 legs. They just
Squirrels
have 2 hind
2
legs.
legs and 2 funny shaped arms.
If you Google squirrel anatomy, it will not say legs and funny shaped arms.
It won't say 4 legs.
I don't know.
So you're saying the squirrel puts the food in his mouth with his legs.
I understand what you're saying.
Their hands. Their hands. I don't know any animal that feeds itself with its feet, except for a gorilla, which is pretty much just done for leisure. It just doesn't. It doesn't do it because it has to do it. It does it because it can. It's showing off. That's why they do it. That's why monkeys do that. They show off. Look what I can do with my feet. Look, hey. But there's no animal that feeds itself with its feet.
All right, well, civets aren't monkeys, and that's
Okay.
that's all I'm saying. I think they're more closely related to squirrels than they are monkeys. I don't know that for a fact. But
We need our own science channel. We need our own.
we need a spinoff of OTP Science.
Off the science. That's off the facts. That's what it'll be called. Off the facts. Yeah, who needs facts? We got ideas, and ideas make sense.
Mission to Mars.
I recently heard about this. I don't know how long it's been going on, or
Yeah, it's actually it's a
it was probably for 30 years.
pretty big thing. I think actually it's probably been going on since Mars has been in existence, but they're finally serious about starting a civilization on Mars.
I don't believe that they're serious, but
I think they're. What do you mean you don't think they've been through this elimination process for like years? You know, they started off with like thousands of people, and now they're down to like a couple hundred or something like that.
I don't believe in that. Did you see the video? The
I
not the video. The
I was about to say I seen the website, and that's valid. I seen the website, and I've also seen news reports on
right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
on the process of how they select the people.
Yeah, and I think it's all bogus.
No, it doesn't have to be bogus for them to be pursuing it.
So
It could be a crazy idea. It could be far fetched. It may not even happen, but it doesn't mean it's bogus. It still is in the process of happening.
Far fetch. It's out of reach fetch.
It's still.
It ain't far.
Well, hold up. That is totally invalid. Like they have probes on Mars that they send to Mars that are roving on Mars.
Do you remember that you used the word roving? Do you remember?
Because they're called rovers.
Do you remember the topic we discussed about the snake eating a man, and how Discovery Channel said,
yes.
"Yeah, man, we're gonna have video of snake eating a man. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna do this."
We argued the point to her that it is possible for the snake to eat the man. I don't know. You argued something else totally different. I don't know which argument was, but an anaconda can eat a man. It did not do it on the Discovery Channel, but it can eat a man.
But nobody's proven that.
You don't have to have proof. Science has proven that if it can eat a daggone alligator and a crocodile, it can eat a man.
It didn't eat an alligator and a crocodile.
It didn't eat it on the Discovery Channel, but there are reports of. Let's talk about Mars.
All right, yeah, because we can get back over that. So all these stupid news. I've only seen one.
Okay.
But I've read that there are other news stories that exist that cover the same topic or whatever about this whole trip to Mars and all this and that. And that, all of it, I just don't buy it. I don't buy that they're.
What don't you buy? You don't buy that they're doing it, or
I don't buy that they're really having a competition, and they're Can you stop making that noise? I don't really buy. I don't know if anybody heard that. I don't buy that they're really having a competition to select an elite group to go and start a colony, a civilization on Mars. That's not going to happen. Nobody's going to move to Mars. Nobody's going over there. They're not sending people to Mars. You can't send nobody to Mars.
Okay.
Nobody's going there. And there's this stupid competition. At the end of this competition, nobody's going to have, they say they're going to have 8 years of training. Not hours. They're going to have
8 hours. That's unrealistic. We're going to send you to Mars. We're going to send you to Mars to start the civilization with 8 hours of training. But if you act now.
Yeah, that sounds suspicious.
For only $10.99.
Even with 8 years of training. They're not sending nobody. They're not preparing anybody for Mars. That's the dumbest thing in the world, in my book.
Okay.
They're not doing that.
All right. Yeah. We're going to go back just a little bit. You said you don't believe that there's a competition.
I believe that there is a competition.
Okay. All right. First of all, you say you didn't believe there's a competition.
There is a competition.
There is a competition that does what?
Oh, I'm about to say, because I'm not saying the rest of that. I'm saying that there is a competition.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not to move anyone to Mars.
Why wouldn't it be? What is the competition for?
It's a bogus competition.
That doesn't make sense.
There's a competition that
Sense.
exists. It does make sense. It's just like Bernie Madoff and how he said you're going to invest your money in this company. Those are bogus company. You are investing your money, but the company doesn't exist. You are in a competition, but there's no prize.
Mars exists. First of all, it is a planet.
Yes.
It is a planet.
But you're not going to get it as a prize.
But there is. Yes, it is.
These people are in competition for nothing.
No.
They're not going to win anything. They're going to narrow down 200,000 people to 1,000 people to 100
for what?
to 10. That's my point. For nothing.
They're not investing in it. The people that's in this, they're not giving any money to this. They haven't given money to this to this stuff.
No, but other people are.
Okay.
Other people are giving money so that they can do this. This is how they're funding because of this competition, and other people are interested. And you got investors that are putting their money into it to see, all right, this is going to happen, blah blah blah. And then at the end of it, when they pick the one person to quote unquote go to Mars,
it's not going to be one person.
Something's going to happen.
You can't start a civilization with one person. That's bogus.
Well, how many people get to go there?
You're the one person going to start civilization on Mars. Something's wrong with this picture. We were actually looking for the dumbest Earthling. Yeah, I mean, sit on this cabbage.
So let's say it's 1,000 people. They send 1,000 people.
It's going to be 100.
It's going to be 100?
Yeah. Oh no, actually, I think it's going to be less than 100. It's because they're down to like the couple hundred, or might be down to like 100. But I think it's going to be less than 100. So
they're not sending one person. They're sending two people. They're sending Adam and Eve. They're going to do.
Yeah. But no. I mean, but it's going to be less than 100. It is definitely less than 100. And it might be less than 50, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
It might be less than 50.
Okay.
Because the facility that they're using is not big.
There's no facility on Mars.
But
keep going.
Well, hold up. We don't know that. There could be. There could be a whole daggone United States on Mars.
Right.
But there isn't. But no, they have like little training camps set up in a desert.
Training camps?
Yeah. Not that. Mars.
So that's why they only need one person. Because they'll do it themselves.
Well, no, they have like little Mission Mars camps like set up in the desert to like So it actually resembled Mars terrain.
And what? Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought
So
you meant in the
it's-
desert in Mars. I was like, oh, so now we know.
No.
Now
So
we know the
they're training
geography.
on Mars.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're setting up desert training camps.
So it is like dry terrain in dry situations where there's no water, where they have to make their own water. So there's plants.
You gotta make water, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, there's. How is that impossible to believe? We make cell phones. We make Bluetooth devices.
We don't make
I was about
water.
to say Bluetooth devices.
We never made water ever.
Well, hold up. You haven't made water. But I do believe that scientists have gotten to the point where they can manufacture water.
No.
Yes.
There's no.
You put atoms together, you got water.
Dude, they extract water from other material.
You can put some atoms together, some molecules, put the right molecules together, and you got a water molecule.
No.
Yes.
All right. Well, whatever.
Well,
I can't scientifically disprove you.
They have a water machine. They have to learn how to work and manufacture and pull from, whether it's pulling it from ice caps or whatever. But they have a machine that sole purpose is to try to build water.
Extracting water ain't the same as manufacturing it.
Well, maybe I said the wrong word. First of all, I'm not on this mission to Mars. All right, I'm just saying.
You sound like you're the last 100. You sound like you lost and you mad.
If I had known that they were doing this, I would have applied. First of all, it's a one-way ticket to Mars.
It's a what?
It's a one-way ticket to Mars. You're not coming back.
Hold on. So this competition is is to go to Mars and to be there forever.
Yeah, you're gonna start civilization. Of course, you can't come back. You can't change your mind.
You know how many baby daddies there are? It's like, I'm gonna start a family, then I'm out.
It won't be a lot, but on Mars, that's for sure. It'd be easy to contact and to track because they can't go too far. I'll be right back. We're going to. Never mind.
So they're going to Mars, and they're saying that that's what the competition. Why do you believe this, Corey?
I believe it. I believe it.
Nobody's going to
I'm not
Mars.
saying it's the most sane thing,
People are
but
going
I do believe that that's what they're doing.
People are going to invest in this and put their money towards this initiative.
Yep.
And I don't even know if they're going to actually get to the training. Maybe they'll go so far as to get to the 8 years of training, and then something's going to happen, quote unquote. Nobody's going to get to go to Mars. The people that invested all these billions of dollars are not going to get their money back because it was for it and something, quote unquote, happened. There's going to be a new comet that destroyed the chance of getting to Mars for the next 100 million years. So
But you know what?
They'll never do it.
With 8 years of training in the desert, you know how to live in the wilderness.
So you can go camping forever.
You can go camping forever.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I did remember hearing something about one of the guys that they're sending. He's married, and so he has to leave his wife and his family, and so he's agreeing to do that.
Why? If the point is to start civilization, why don't he bring his family?
Well, because his family probably didn't qualify.
What?
I don't know. I'm not part of the selection process, but it makes sense.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
If the mission Mars
start
mission
civilization on
is to
Mars.
start civilization, why not take a family already there and keep I know this works. I know me and my wife can make children because we got children. We'll make another child.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's just about having babies on Mars. I think it's about efficiently building a civilization.
Okay.
So I think maybe he has certain skills.
What, it doesn't even work here? Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't. I can review his application. 1 second. Let me pull it up. My pocket.
I thought you were about to say he can only have babies by someone else that's super intelligent because they can have
that's the idea. I don't
a
know.
genius baby. And I was going to say, well, they try that here when you have sperm selection at a sperm bank when the ladies go, hey, I want the sperm from a doctor or somebody smart,
Which is stupid.
and then they have a kid, and then the kid is not a doctor.
Yeah, because that's just dumb. I mean, a doctor doesn't have anything to do with IQ. They should have a sperm bank should have your sperm based on IQ tests.
Okay, so even that, if you have sperm labeled by IQs of 200, of genius status,
Yeah.
then your baby doesn't necessarily mean your baby's gonna come out with
It has
a
a
high
higher
IQ.
chance. It has a higher chance.
Says who? Who says that?
Since math, and since we're putting stuff in math terms. But back to
Who
Mission to
says
Mars.
that? Yeah, God.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think he has other skills that they need. You know, that's important to that mission. I could totally see him doing this. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be cool. And matter of fact, I think they're gonna do it because remember Total Recall? That movie was based off life on Mars.
Yeah.
So they forewarned us. That was a foreshadow. Hey, we're gonna do this.
We haven't sent, and by we I mean Earth,
That we know.
haven't sent anyone to the moon
That we know.
since like 1969.
That we know.
Nobody's going to Mars
Why are we going to the moon first of all?
anytime soon.
Why are we going to the moon?
To see what's up with it.
There's nothing on it. We went there. Nothing here. Mission accomplished. Come back.
There's so much stuff.
Let's come back to make sure there's nothing there. Nothing's still
There's
here.
so much stuff that we don't know about the moon. We don't know everything about the moon.
But what do we need to know about? No, we don't know. We don't know everything about Earth.
Right. That's my point. So why are we going to the moon? And who's talking about going? Why are we talking about going to Mars? We
So that
still
we
need
could
to
start. Well,
figure
first
out
of
what's
all,
going on here?
we're not sending everybody to Mars. We're just sending a couple people to Mars. We're sending a couple, maybe 100 people
For what?
to get them off Earth.
It's not like we're
To
overpopulated.
get them off Earth
It's
so
not
that
like
we
we're
can start life on
overpopulated
Mars.
on Earth that
But-
we need more space.
Here's the great. I'm not an advocate.
We don't need
for
more
it.
space.
I'm not like the spokesperson for it, but the picture is if we can figure out how to start a civilization on Mars and live and have babies, then we can apply those situations to a lot of underprivileged countries in the United States of America so that they can start cultivating their own plants, cultivating their own water and oxygen, you know what I'm saying? Well, oxygen obviously here, but plants and stuff that they need to survive in other unfortunate countries
Why do we need to go to Mars? To do that?
where the terrain is not
We don't need to.
good for growing
We
stuff.
need to go to Mars to do that. You know how many people that can't live in the Sahara Desert? Oh, everybody. Nobody can live in the Sahara
But
Desert.
that's why they're training there.
And the Sahara Desert is about as big as the United States. I mean, there are countries that
Mhm.
go around it where people live in, but the center of it, nobody can live there. Why don't we figure out how to live there
Because
and then just live there?
first of all, you need a passport to go to the Sahara Desert.
If you're from America, but
Yeah.
if you're in Egypt, you're in the Sahara
Yeah,
Desert.
but I mean, I don't think Egypt has the technology to do that.
Egypt was probably the only country that does have the technology. Like, that's where all the original pyramids came from. And we can't explain how they were built
But neither can they.
to this day.
Neither can they.
It's probably some.
Like, they're just here.
It's probably some secret that all the Egyptians know about, and that's the only stronghold or the only thing they have over America.
We're not telling. We are
That's
not
their secret.
telling. We are not telling.
We've done every examination we can to those pyramids. Like, how do they still stand? And we don't know.
We are not
All
telling.
the math and science, we can't figure that out. But we want to go to Mars. We can't figure out what humans did here on Earth 10,000 years ago, and we want to go to Mars. Why don't we figure out the pyramids? That's what I want to know. How does the Taj Mahal stand up after not the Taj Mahal? I'm about to go off. What was it? It was
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It was a church. It was a church that happened. Not the church that happened.
Church that just happened. It just miraculously appeared.
It was a natural disaster that happened somewhere, and the church in the middle of the city remained unharmed. Nobody's going to Mars.
Nuclear weapons.
I don't know. The topic is nuclear weapons. I guess. I know. North Korea? They're still like making advances in nuclear weapons. I guess that's the only nuclear weapon story I remember recalling.
Just say somewhere in Asia. Let's not call them out.
I mean, well, it's definitely not South Korea, and it's definitely not Malaysia. Like those missiles can't be found. Well, actually, that might make a little bit of sense.
North Korea is probably the cause of the disappearance of Malaysian.
Let's test these missiles.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But we are supporters of safety in America.
So
and our loved ones.
You say they build new nuclear weapons?
Well, first of all, I'm not there. I don't have inside sources. I don't know what they're doing, but it's been reported that they're making advances in their nuclear technology.
Okay.
And the only advancements in nuclear technology that I know of, I'm aware of, is missiles and maybe nuclear power plants, which I understand. But nuclear power plants and, missiles, that's about it.
I don't understand why everyone. I guess one country would want to develop nuclear weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I guess as a defense to other countries with it, but
like you said, it makes sense that one country would develop nuclear weapons because another country has nuclear weapons. Let's put our battle on the same playing field. I understand.
Right.
So if we didn't have nuclear weapons, nobody needs them. You don't need it because nobody got it.
Right. my thing though is, and maybe you know what? That's funny how this ties in. Maybe that's the agenda to Mars, because if we were to ever have a nuclear war, we'd end Earth.
We know how to live on Mars. Well, shoot, we're good. We got like 8 people on Mars.
Yeah.
With a USA flag sitting up there.
You know what? I think I want to enter that competition now, because if North Korea sends a nuclear bomb to America, we'd go. Hey, I don't think anyone would win against us. I don't know if I should say that in this podcast. I'm not daring anyone to try. I hope nobody.
Double dog dare.
I don't know how to take this out of context, but I don't think anyone would win against us in a nuclear battle.
Well, to be honest, I don't think anybody would win in a nuclear battle.
well, that's all right, and that's the other point.
We'll probably have less damage. Well, do you know? I don't know, dog, because the only way we will lose is if everybody just like, you know what? Everybody just bomb U.S.
Yeah, if everybody teams up against us, we might lose.
Yeah, we can still bomb every country, but
but if we get a couple bombs off, then it's a wrap. It'd be World War dead. That'd be it. World War end.
World War end. That's funny. World War end. That'd be a good book. World War end.
That'd be the end of it. If everybody was just be throwing nuclear stuff at each other.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably have like.
And that's why I hate the development. It's like, what are you threatening? You're not threatening one other entity. You're threatening everything.
Mm-hmm.
Once one nuclear bomb flies off with the aim and target to hurt. Like, if you throw it off in the water, you might raise some, like, all right, we'll shoot you with a couple big bullets. But if you, like, throw a nuclear thing to a country and hurt someone, then it's over. Everybody's going to get involved. And then the whole world will end.
Yeah.
Nobody will survive that.
Yeah.
So stop it, people. What's the dude in North Korea? I'm going to talk to you directly. Pyongyang? What happened to Kim Jong? He died, right? What's his son?
First of all, I wasn't there.
He's still living.
So
he's hiding somewhere.
Yeah, that nuclear stuff is stupid, but I can understand it, but I also can understand that why can't we just stop?
Just stop war, like
Just stop fighting. Like, just listen to Michael Jackson songs.
People don't do what we want them to do, Corey.
Yeah.
So they gotta do what we want them to do, or else. This is how bullies work.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that U.S. has something else up their sleeve. That's why they're not really
bullies.
concerned.
I'm not calling them America bullies. I'm sorry. we're concerned Earth citizens.
Yeah, and
we're trying to set things right.
And when he said that, I wasn't here at all. I don't know anything that happened during this podcast.
That's why he talking about this stuff.
I mean, but we probably have some bigger stuff than nuclear bombs, like U.S.
We could probably create sunspots on North Korea.
We could probably create sun on North Korea. You know what I'm saying? It's just push a button and then, we warned you. It's going to get hot. It's going to get hot, guys. Here we go. Yep.
Is this a solar storm in just one
Yeah.
in one country?
There you go. It's gone. It's gone. Boom. How's those fortune cookies?
That's so mean.
What? How does that mean? I'm not doing it. I'm just that's what they would say. Does it have those fortune cookies? You know,
They're not known for producing fortune cookies.
Asia.
North Korea. I don't even think. I think America started fortune cookies. I believe that.
America started a lot of things.
I believe that to be correct. I mean, obviously, I believe it's correct. I said it, but I don't know that to be a fact.
I don't think so. I don't think America started it.
I thought I saw something like that, like Chinese hand, nothing to do with fortune cookies.
A Chinese guy said that. A Chinese guy said that. You know what it is?
They don't take credit for these crappy proverbs.
You open a paper that said "Made in USA" or something like that. Just inspected by number 27. Thank y'all for listening to Off the Pad podcast.
Definitely appreciate it.
Greatly appreciate that.
Check us out on where we can be found, which is Stitcher, offthepad.podbean.com, and iTunes.
Boom.
Subscribe, like stuff, share stuff, tell your friends and family and strangers.
Yeah. And keep giving us those topics. We appreciate them.
Love you.
I love you more.
With that said, you guys know what it is. This is the podcast where your topics go on the pad.
And we talk about them off the pad.
Off the pad.
Podcast.
Love you guys. Peace.
Boom.
Thank you for listening to Off the Pad Podcast with Jaye Toller and Corey Marshall. Be sure to find us online at offthepad.podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter at offthepad. You can also be a part of our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for listening to Off the Pad Podcast. And remember, you can see Jaye's pink t-shirt under his white dress shirt, but you cannot see Corey's Superman drawers under his white slacks.
1 second, Jasmine. Sorry to interrupt you, but let's provide some fact checks for our listeners. The puma includes the cougar, jaguar, and panther. Thread count in dress shirts and pretty much any other garment is a real thing. Civets are not monkeys. Civets are most closely related to weasels and mongooses. Squirrels have hind legs and front legs. So no, they do not have arms. Hair color on legs can in fact be red, but not so sure about burgundy. The last time a man was on the moon was 1972. We have not yet come up with a way to practically manufacture water. Also, that is what we are being told. Fortune cookies are often served as a dessert in Chinese restaurants in the United States and some other countries, but they are actually absent in China. The exact origin of fortune cookies is unclear, but they have been summarized as being introduced by the Japanese, popularized by the Chinese, but ultimately consumed by Americans. North Korea, we are sorry. These are just jokes. Okay, Jasmine, back to you.
And remember, North Korea, again, we are sorry. These really are just jokes.